You're trying to get results, not punish yourself. You can't live on black coffee forever, and nobody performs at work or at home after surviving on crumbs. What you need is a realistic plan that fits into the chaos of real life. A routine you can actually keep and still feel human. So here's the practical starting line. Fasting doesn't have to mean willpower warfare. It can be a tool you use around meals you enjoy, errands you run, and evenings with your family. You'll keep meals satisfying, protect your strength, and remove the tiny habits that quietly wreck progress. No starvation, no magic pills, just smarter choices that fit your day. Imagine this. You hydrate first thing, move a little to wake your body, and wait to eat until midday. But when you do eat, you don't grab the quickest sugar fix. You choose a meal that leaves you full and functional. Protein, some healthy fat, and vegetables. You're not giving up food. You're changing the order and the quality so your body actually burns fat while you live a normal life. This video isn't about shame or extremes. It's about the tiny hidden mistakes that turn disciplined people into frustrated ones, and the simple, realistic swaps that let you keep your energy, your social life, and your sanity while finally seeing results. Ready to make fasting work for your life, not the other way around? Let's dive in. The real switch, insulin, and why tiny things matter. Think of your metabolism like a light switch. When it's on, you burn. When it's off, you store. Insulin is that switch. When insulin rises, fat release slows or stops. And that's normal. It's how your body protects energy. But here's what most people miss. Small insulin rises matter. Not just big sugary meals. Tiny spikes from a sweet taste, a flavored supplement, or even a cup of coffee for some people can lock fat away for hours. Those micro spikes add up day after day until weeks of fasting feel pointless. If your fast ends up a string of tiny signals, your body never gets to stay on long enough to make a difference. Fix the signals and the switch stays green. Keep letting them trick you and the scale stays stuck. So what are these micro spikes? Let's start with the one everyone trusts. Mistake number 1. Innocent-looking sweeteners. You swapped sugar for stevia or sucralose and thought you'd outsmart the system, but sweet taste alone can prime your body. Your tongue says, sugar. Your brain prepares for calories, and in some people, insulin creeps up. Even before calories arrive, studies show certain non-nutritive sweeteners can alter insulin responses or insulin sensitivity in some individuals. That doesn't mean every sweetener always breaks a fast for everyone, but it does mean you should test it on your body. If a sweetener leaves you hungrier or makes cravings worse, it's likely costing you progress. Black coffee feels safe, but caffeine isn't neutral for everyone. In some people, caffeine temporarily reduces insulin sensitivity, meaning your body handles sugar less well after a caffeinated hit. That's why a safe habit for one person can be a trap for another. Try a short, controlled test. A few fast days with black coffee, then a few without. Note hunger, energy, and cravings. A quick practical fix. During fasting windows, stick to plain water and, if needed, test plain black coffee only. No sweeteners, no flavored creamers, no syrup. If you notice cravings or jittery blood sugar feelings, skip coffee for a few days and reassess. Sweeteners and coffee aren't the only sneaky culprits. Next up, we have flavored supplements and zero-cal powders. Mistake number 2, flavored supplements, powders, and zero-calorie traps. You grab a fruity BCAA or a candy-flavored protein because it keeps workouts comfortable and fasting tolerable, but those scoops are engineered to taste like candy, and your body reacts accordingly. Labels that say zero or keto-friendly don't guarantee metabolic neutrality. Many flavored supplements hide artificial sweeteners, thickeners, flavor chemicals, and sometimes small amounts of sugars that wake your insulin response. Some additives irritate digestion, others alter gut bacteria in ways that can affect glucose control, and a few poorly tested products have even been found to contain contaminants or trace metals. If it tastes like a treat, treat it like a treat. Don't drink it during your fast. If you must use a supplement, choose unflavored, minimal ingredient protein isolates and take supplements inside your eating window instead. Okay, you've avoided sweeteners and tossed the neon scoop, but what about just one bite? Mistake number 3, tiny snacks and the just a taste illusion. It's only a sip. just a taste. A handful of almonds won't matter. That mindset is the fastest way to stall progress. Your body doesn't count calories the way you do. It reacts to signals. Even a tiny bite of a few calories can trigger insulin and stop fat burning. 20 calories can be enough. The problem is not only the immediate effect, it's the ripple. One tiny spike often leads to another, and suddenly you're off your rhythm and fighting cravings for the rest of the day. A real life breakdown. A splash of milk in coffee, a teaspoon of syrup, or a bite of a child's snack may feel harmless, but those microcalories are education for your body. Expect food, prepare insulin, store energy. If you want fasting to work, draw a clean line. Water, plain black coffee, or plain tea only during the fast. No tasting, no sips, no exceptions. Fine, you're fasting clean and staying disciplined. Why isn't the fat leaving? That's the next reveal. The truth about fasting clean: muscle loss kills progress. Even perfect fasting can backfire when you ignore one critical piece: muscle. If your eating window lacks enough protein and you skip resistance work, your body may preserve fat and dismantle muscle instead. Muscle is your metabolic engine. The more you maintain it, the more calories you burn even at rest. Lose muscle and your metabolism slows. That's why people who fast perfectly but don't eat strategically often feel weaker, see stalled fat loss, and suffer rebounds faster. Protect muscle two ways. Eat enough protein during your eating window, aim for a meaningful portion at each meal, and do resistance training several times a week. Even short body weight sessions work. When you give your body protein and signal it to keep muscle, fasting becomes a tool for fat loss, not a path to weakness. Muscle protected, fast kept clean. The 2 rules of smarter fasting. Everything boils down to 2 rules you can actually remember. Number 1, keep insulin low during fasting. No sweeteners, no flavored powders, no tiny snacks, no just one sip. Treat your fasting window as sacred. Number 2, protect your muscle during eating. Hit protein targets and do resistance training at least 2 to 3 times a week. Muscle keeps your engine running. Do these 2 things consistently and fasting stops being a gamble. You'll see steadier energy, smaller cravings, and real fat loss. Ignore either rule and your progress stalls, no matter how disciplined you feel. Before we finish, here's a short, practical 1-page routine you can use tomorrow. Quick, do this tomorrow routine. Pick a window. 16 to 8 is easiest. Tomorrow morning, wake, drink 2 glasses of water, move for 5 minutes, skip flavored drinks. Open your eating window with protein plus healthy fat, eggs, salmon, tofu. Keep carbs for later. Do a 20 to 30 minute resistance session 2 to 3 times this week. Sleep 7+ hours where possible. Replace flavored powders with plain protein inside the eating window. Run a 3-day test. Fast strictly. Water or black coffee only. Avoid all flavored supplements and track energy and cravings. You'll see if those hidden leaks are your problem. The first thing you eat after fasting acts like a reset button. If you break the fast with a sugar bomb, juice, cereal, pastries, your insulin spikes and undo hours of fat burning. But if you break it with protein and healthy fats first, eggs, fish, legumes, avocado, insulin response is blunted, fullness lasts, and your body transitions smoothly from fasting to feeding. The order of your plate matters. Protein plus fat first, veggies second, carbs last. Do this consistently and you'll preserve the metabolic gains of your fast instead of erasing them. Fasting isn't the enemy. Your body isn't out to sabotage you. The problem is complication. A pile of tiny, reasonable-seeming choices that add up into metabolic confusion. When you remove those small signals, protect your muscle, and be deliberate about the first food you eat, fasting becomes simple, powerful, and sustainable. So pick one change today. Drop sweeteners, toss flavored powders, protect protein at your first meal, or honor the fast with water-only windows. Try it for 3 weeks, track what changes, and share the result. Which single fasting mistake will you fix first? Comment below. Like if this cleared things up. Subscribe for more practical, no-nonsense health tips. Your body isn't the enemy. Treat it like an ally. Keep the signal clear, protect your muscle, and let it do the work it was built for. Thank you for watching.